right. Welcome back to Tuesday Tezday. I'm Blangs here with my co-host Kryptonio. Every week we catch you up on what's happening across Tezos and bring the community together to share what's new. This week's a community call, one of our favorite kinds of shows. We can map out how it might go, but once the community takes it, it always becomes its own thing. What's kept Tezos running all these years isn't just code, it's people. The builders, artists, and bakers who show up week after week, upgrade after upgrade, proving that trust doesn't need hype to last. Before we start bringing people up, let's catch up on a few headlines and what's been happening lately on Tezos. When Currency Dies, Chapter 1. This week on news.tezoscommons.org, Libertez shares the first installment of a personal series about life during Venezuela's financial collapse. It's a story of inflation so extreme that bolivars lost value by the hour, of a family business forced into black markets just to survive, and a violent loss that left them with nothing. But through it all, there's a thread of learning about what money really is and why trust, not paper, holds value. That path led Libertez into crypto and eventually to Tezos, drawn by the idea that a monetary system could evolve without splitting apart. This one's powerful, and it's just the beginning. The next part will explore how Tezos helped reshape his future. Chapter 1 is live now over at news.tezoscommons.org. Q3 Reflections from the Tezos art scene has just dropped. This week's article on news.tezoscommons.org comes from Yoshi, who recaps the past 3 months of artistic momentum across the Tezos network. From open calls like the Tezfits and Tez Square to exhibitions in Montreal and Seville, Q3 marked a global push for visibility, experimentation, and connection. August brought the One of One season and the Photography Prize. September signaled what's ahead, from Bootloader's generative tech to Berlin's upcoming showcase. Even the WTF game show TIAR raids and Tez Talk interviews helped keep the current flowing. If you're looking for a wide-angle view of where Tezos art is going and how it got here, this one's worth the scroll. Full recap is live now at tezoscommons.org. If you're trying to keep up with everything happening on Tezos, the Baking Sheet is your weekly shortcut. It's a quick read that pulls together the biggest updates from across the network, project news, community highlights, and everything in between. No filler, just what's worth knowing. You can sign up at bakingsheet.tezoscommons.org. And a quick heads up, nominations for this month's Tezos Community Rewards Program are open. Here's how to make sure yours count. You've got two options. First, head to tezoscommons.org/rewards and fill out the short form there. Second, you could post your nomination on social media directly and make sure to include the word #TezosCRP, all one word. Just #CRP isn't enough. We probably won't see it. Now, if you're tagging someone's post, that's all you need. But if you're writing your own, like a list of names, be sure to include a short note about what each person did. That extra bit of context helps us review nominations properly. So again, use the form or post with #TezosCRP, all one word, and the reason you're nominating. That's how we make sure recognition goes to real contributions, not just popularity. So that's what's been happening, but proof of life on Tezos always comes from the people here. If you're building, creating, or experimenting, come up and tell us what you've got going on. Kryptonio, how the heck are you, my man?
Hello. I'm doing good, man. What about you?
I am doing well. Thank you for asking. It's a wonderful Tuesday. I see lots of folks in the audience. Anyone want to get up here? We'll just start shooting out invites, I guess.
Yeah, we should probably start.
Absolutely.
Invite.
Find
Let's
out
see.
if anybody's got anything going on. We'll invite the usuals. Anybody else have anything they want to share? Throw your hand up, please. This is totally your space. And if you're just joining us, welcome to Tuesday Tezday. I'm Blanks. I'm here with Kryptonio. This week's a community call. So if you've got something to share, raise your hand and we'll bring you up.
All right.
Unless your name is Ryan Tanaka, and then you have to sit in the background and be quiet. Hi, Ryan. How are you? Welcome to the stage.
This is Inception. I see Ryan here as a speaker, and I also see him live streaming.
Oh, am I allowed to speak?
Yes, sir.
Is that all you want to say? I mean, that's it, huh?
That's it. Yeah. Okay.
Took all this time. No, yeah, of course, Ryan. Welcome,
I was
welcome.
thinking. Yeah, I'd like to see you around here. I did change the live streams format a bit, so now I'm probably not going to be on speaking too much, but I've been running the Teo Cafe app as a radio station 24/7 starting
Is this
this
like
week.
an endurance test on your code? Make sure it works right.
Yeah, I mean the problem for a long time has been like putting together all the Web3, IPFS and indexer, and something would always break, and but now it ran for like 40 hours without stopping.
Nice,
So
nice.
yeah,
I saw like a few hours earlier that you had like more than 150 live viewers at some
yeah.
point.
And
Yeah.
so I think this
What
is going to be what it is for a while. Oh, sorry,
nice.
what are you saying?
No, I was gonna ask what was like the biggest peak of viewers you've noticed during this live streams?
Pick. Sorry.
Peak,
What?
yeah, as a number. Like what
Peak,
was
like
the
the top
biggest?
of a
Oh,
mountain,
peak.
you know?
I
Not like a
haven't
creepy guy
checked.
looking through a window.
I haven't checked the stats yet. I should probably do that. I'm so not, I'm not expecting anything right now. So, but now that the app is pretty stable, been looking for ways to onboard new musicians, which includes both people from Tezos and people in real life. Basically, it's like, hey, if you mint an audio file on Tea, it will show up on our app automatically, because we're decentralized. So, yeah, that's starting this week. So, yeah, I guess that's all I
How's it been
wanted.
going? Any weird hiccups? Have you ironed out some bugs that you didn't know you had? Did you know they were problems and you still dealt with them? Like, how's it all going?
Well, the bugs have always been there, and I don't think if folks here remember the first version of our app, like I don't think we would have been able to get that sort of stability, So luckily, Joe helped me out, and we were basically revamped the whole site, and it's a lot more stable. I was able to actually introduce a new feature in it this week where you might have noticed that when you use the player on Tech Cafe, like the color scheme of the app actually changes with the album cover. So it basically it extracts the color information from the album color, and then so this week that was there for a while, but this week now the color actually changes gradually from track to track. So you might not notice it, but it's very subtle, right? But so if the track you're listening to right now is purple and the other one is green, by the time you're done listening, it would turn into green. If that makes sense. So I was obsessed with this idea for a while.
So when Taya visualizations then?
Yeah, kinda. It's a very subtle thing, but
Because I remember, like, in college, late at night, after being at the bar and eating my really crappy late night food, staring at the visualizations on Winamp while listening to like Stevie Wonder.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, no, that's it's a very yeah. We just want people to use it like a radio, something like a backdrop. It kind of fits with my art style too, because I make ambient music, right? It's supposed to
And
be
I'm totally ignoring Hash Brown. He's not up on stage. He's not representing Tez Tones. He's not hanging out with us at all. He's not. Just kidding.
I just see a corporate account without a human being
Yeah,
behind it.
it's clearly some sort of subsidiary of the NBA come to try to repair their reputation in light of the
Something happened recently, didn't it?
yeah, this is not the place to kind of go into it. But if you want to talk about that, we can talk about that another time. I'd love to chat about that. That's a fun conversation. Hash Brown, welcome to the stage, by the way. Sorry for not saying anything immediately, but welcome, my man.
No, all good. I'm just chilling, just being a corporation, you know.
Yeah, how's
Yeah,
that going?
you corpo.
Yeah.
How's it feel to have no soul?
Howly. It feels fine.
Okay,
it feels fine.
That's how it should be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job.
Thank you. Yeah, doing good. If this is what it feels like, then it's fine.
Well, I believe, what is it, a collective? If it's not a corporation or some sort of co-op, I mean, like, we could reframe it, right? In the end, it's LLC, though, right? It's all LLC.
Oh, is it an LLC?
We're nothing. We are just a group of people loosely affiliated.
You're a bunch of mercenaries doing whatever you want.
Yeah. Guns for hire. Tez Tones. You heard it here first.
Guitars for hire.
Yeah, musicians, artists for collaborating. Yeah, it's been going good. Our matches have been getting a lot better. Getting co-commentators from Bosque Gracias so far. Rocio and Mariano have been helping out. Got Malicious Sheep to do some announcement voices. So now during the transitions, we have that lovely voice instead of just mine. So it says, like, match over or going into halftime, getting some more graphics going.
Sounds very relaxing.
So yeah, just having it is, but then I had to put like dramatic sound effects and a robot effect on it to make some of them a little more ominous.
Oh, she's too relaxing.
Well, that was the thing, is there was like a variety of different styles, which was so cool. There's like 8, or I don't even know how many different takes of each phrase. So it was really fun combing through and trying to get like the exact, like a little robotic, but a little warm, but a little, like, it was a really enjoyable experience. So shout out Mal for being, in my opinion, at least a lightweight sponsor in that sense. First person I thought of, and I was like, yeah, that's a no-brainer. So
Taya Cafe is also sponsoring Malicious now, by the way, if you didn't know. Yeah, yes. So just give her a little bit of Tezos to promote Taya Cafe. So
awesome. Yeah, and obviously, if anyone doesn't know, Taya Cafe also sponsored Team Bigfoot, our first team sponsor this season. So yeah, just making art with people live, having fun. That's about it. There's not a ton to announce yet. We're just making our way through the season. I think each team has about 2 to 3 matches left, depending where they're at. So we're almost on our way to the postseason, and just appreciate people sliding through the stream. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't yet. You can check the app out, vote there, earn some rewards. But
yeah, I was in the previous meeting with you guys, and it just sounds like the things are running smoothly, and there's like
I don't want to say that. The second you say it's running smooth is when things
I know. Yeah.
But yeah, we're hitting a rhythm, maybe. We're hitting a stride is maybe the nicest way to say that.
Right as we were talking about our app, it crashed. I was like, it's been running for 40 hours and it crashed. Mostly because we did an update to it. So the site had to update. It wasn't a big deal, but
will not deployment failed. Oh my god.
Yeah, you're at the stage where you're having anxiety because nothing is on fire, and you're waiting for the fire. Where's the fire?
Yeah, it feels weird. And also, since Kryptonio signed up last week, we now have 106 users in our app. So yeah, it's cool.
Nice.
People showing up, people voting, people earning, people redeeming tokens for player cards. Oh, also, we've started to do I'm doing a giveaway at the end of every match. So if you join on YouTube and just type anything into chat, really, just say, hey, what's up? Or at any point, we get a list of the people who chatted. And at the end, I put it up on a wheel, and we're picking people and giving them a player card. So we have couple player cards for
I should
each of
check
the
my
artists this
stats
season.
too. Hold on. Maybe I should do it right now. But...
So if you join the match and chat, we've been announcing it when we, post the piece at the end of each match. We'll tag you there and then DM me, let me know which card you want if you're a winner. But yeah, just trying to reward the people who have been showing up and chatting and just appreciating that. So just having fun, really. It's really all I got to say.
Regular Man U going on over here. Good job.
We got Man U at home. Man U at home. It's like,
Oh, that's great. Okay, personally, I have never been involved in the creation of anything that has come through Teztones, but I have had tertiary view of Teztones, be it through people who have participated, other former members, so on and so forth. This has been absolutely wild, Hash, watching you these last few months, and it's almost like the 3 years up to this point, we're all getting you ready to sort of just execute it as long as everybody was on the same page, and you were just getting everybody on the same page for those first 3 years. So great job,
it is
man.
weird. Thank you. Yeah, it feels like it's ramped up a decent bit in like a handful of ways, which is cool. So yeah, just appreciate people seeing it and being a part of it and helping the journey, and slow and steady. If we don't go anywhere and we just get a little better each day, then another year, season 4, like what's that going to look like? We can only imagine.
Yes, well, you'll be probably syndicated. You'll be on all the networks. Mr. Beast will be performing, obviously.
Yes, Teztones brought to you by Mr. Beast.
Yep.
Hash, I want to ask, because I haven't installed your app yet on my phone. I just use it through the web version. Have you also implemented like push notifications for the app on the phone?
No, because push notifications are hard. Like you can't. So what we have right now is a progressive web app. So it's not in the Android or iPhone store,
Gotcha.
iOS store. It installs essentially through your browser, and it gives you an icon, and it acts essentially like an app. But to get push notifications on iOS, it needs to be a native application. That's a whole other process. What we do have is email notifications, which not nearly as good, but we do have them in our app. If you go to your profile, you can set the email notifications for like various matches. Also, it's a little confusing, so I need to have a better write up there to explain what it is. But right now we have email notifications to try to get around it, but it's not the best thing. I also want to add maybe Google Calendar so it can sync that with matches to people's schedules. I think that might be better to get it just native where they're expecting notifications.
Yeah, without creating an Android build, right?
For people who love calendars, man, you just sang music to their ears. I just want you to know.
Oh, let me get on that then. Let me write that into the to list.
It's a weird one, man. For some people, you ask them if they're willing to do something. They are. You say, hey, throw me down on the schedule. They say, I will. And then when you send them the calendar invite and you say, all right, go ahead and just hit accept for me so I know that you got it. Oh my God, they show up. It's the weirdest thing. But anyway.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest thing.
Just meet them where they are. If you have an app on your phone that tells you and you're like, oh, I need to do this, it's in my thing. It's like, yeah, it scheduled it for you and stuff. Let's make it easy for people to show up.
Except for Ryan. Always make it difficult for Ryan.
Yes.
Yeah. I set the I do have it set to the day before. I did it an hour before, but
you have a reminder set a day before an event. How do you know if it's the time for the event? If it's a day, what are you doing? Did you really stress yourself out, man? I'm impressed.
Well,
Good job.
That's my email system.
Well, if it's like an hour, I had it set to an hour before, but then there was like, usually something's happening. Like I can't, I don't know. I just try to. I mean, honestly, I try to make the matches like whenever I can. It's kind of random, so maybe it doesn't even matter that much.
It matters, Ryan. You need to show up.
I just checked the stats on the site through Cloudflare, and then we've been getting about 980 unique visitors a day. That's not bad if it's accurate.
That's great, man.
Yeah.
That's
Even
pretty-
like with our old app, like no matter how hard we pushed it, it would never go above 500. So, yeah, I mean, it's gotten better, I guess. you know.
Quick reset for anyone who just tuned in. This is Tuesday Tezday, our weekly Tezos community call. We've gone through headlines. Now we're opening it up to anyone building, collecting, or just hanging out, unless your name is Ryan, and then you're just talking about stuff. No, I'm kidding. We're actually really proud of you, Ryan. Good job with that media player.
Now I
man.
got to figure out how to convert that into money.
So
Yes.
I feel like right now, social media is sort of like the postcard of marketing.
Mhm.
Only it's really effective because your postcard goes directly to people who are interested. It's not a random mailer.
Right.
So you're looking at it as you're going to throw a lot of mud at the wall, and a lot of it's going to stick, and it's just going to make the wall dirty, and it's not necessarily going to get you
Yeah,
anywhere.
that's what I feel like these days. I've been trying a lot of different things out.
But there are ways to make it work for you. I promise.
Yeah.
But this is mainly exposure and brand building. This is about establishing who we are online. So when people see us and they see Tez Tones, they see Paper Buddha, they go, "Oh, that's the shiz." You know, those people are cool. I want to be around those people.
Yeah.
And that's what this is.
Yeah, like I've done it. I tried it before, but like building something from scratch is like very hard. Like it's almost impossible. But if you can piggyback off of the the Tezos brand and the Taya community, and then
But you also have to be yourself in the mess, man. If we're
at
all
the same
Tezos spots,
time.
it doesn't work, right?
Yeah. I don't think we have that problem here.
No. I think
We
one
have the
thing we all
opposite
have in
problem.
common is that we all agree Tezos just works. It just works.
Yeah.
Like that's one thing we never argue about. There's not a question.
You guys need to conform more.
Conform to what though? You just use use it. You know what I mean?
is
That's
normal
why it's
these
so
days?
cool.
Yeah. What is even normal these days, right? Like
Normal is something that you can't use but is promised to be usable. It's something that offers freedom but is actually complete total control. It's the walled garden.
Wow, that was a very eloquent way of putting it.
And unfortunately, we here at Tezos are not the walled garden. We let you look over the wall. We let you see what's on the other side. And it's not pretty.
Yeah.
But we don't
good
promote
and the
it.
bad. Yeah. Some of it
But
is
one thing's
pretty.
for sure, man, it works. There's like hiccups in the past, but now when we do these upgrades, I mean, what is it? How many upgrades now? Kryptonio 19?
Almost 20, right?
Yeah, that's
Almost 20.
insane. And I mean, like, what, about 8 or 9 ago, we stopped really worrying if anything was going to happen, but we all kind of watched with like fear.
The early days must have been crazy,
But I mean, it takes vision to see something this stable. I mean, we're looking at AWS goes down and 80-90% of the internet says I can't function. That's terrifying.
By the way, now the 20th proposal, when it's gonna be injected.
I think I saw that somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, it's named Tallinn.
Tallinn. Okay.
Is that like Estonia?
Yeah.
What are they doing this time?
So they're gonna reduce the block time even more from 8
Even
seconds
more.
down to 6 seconds. Yes, sir. And actually, I was making like I was trying to make an image, and it was kind of funny to see that the evolution of the block times. We went from 60 down to 30 seconds, then to 15, then to 10 seconds, then to 8 seconds, and now we're going to 6 seconds.
What
Where
was
will
the
it stop?
rationale? I guess faster is better. I mean,
well, yeah, less latency for it's better user experience all around, man. Faster blocks always. But they also introduce, I think, with this upgrade, some refinements in terms of like smart contracts, some ways for smart contracts to store data in that they used to store inside the smart contract. Now they can store it elsewhere, somewhere like a built-in, let's say, place. which will help them, reduce their storages. Like smart contracts will be much
Okay.
lighter that way. And they also are adding something around the block attestations, like they introduced the TZ4 addresses, the BLS signatures with the previous upgrade. And now with Tallinn, I think they will introduce a way for them to activate attestations on all blocks. What does that mean? That if 50% of bakers switch to these BLS signatures, which are better, let's say, for the consensus model, they are lighter and stuff like that. I don't know exactly. But if 50% or more change to that, it will activate the attestations at every block. So all bakers will be attesting on every block, which makes it kind of less dependent on luck, because luck now is part of the attestation and confirmation, block confirmation, I think, process. Although it always kind of, balances out over time. But now that we are trying to make it like that, it will help with the consensus. I don't know the details, obviously, but it will help with the consensus to make it lighter.
Dang it, Kryptonio, know the details and explain them to us in plain English so that we can know them.
It
I
sounds
have
similar
them
to
written
what
in
I
my
heard,
palm.
though.
Wait.
No, but that's the thing, man. Like the fact that we're talking about the same thing, often goes undervalued, I think, because I'm not naming names, but there's a lot of drama going on with like governments, right, in other parts of the crypto space, and the big problem is that like people are seeing different things and they're hearing different things because nobody understands the rules of the game, right? And I feel like we don't really have that problem here because you know exactly when the proposal stage and right the voting stage and blah 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 and
Yeah, and even with the last upgrades, I think the couple last upgrades at least, they have tried, the core devs. When I say they, I mean the core devs have tried to do some sort of a feedback loop before they even release the
yeah
proposals, And we saw that, for example, with this one, that they were planning to also reduce the cycle time with this upgrade, meaning that right now its cycle is 1 day, and they were planning to move it to 4 hours. But they got a bunch of feedback that that's not a good thing to do. Besides the fact that it's much more easier for a user to remember one cycle, 1 day. I get my rewards every day, stuff like that.
yeah
It also would affect the people building indexers and stuff like that. Again, I don't know the exact details, but they listened to that feedback and they removed it from the proposal. So
yeah just stuff like that, and it takes time, right? And that's the work we do here. So
yeah.
because a lot of other places they'll just be like they'll put it anyway and see what happens, but
Yeah, so
Well, that's
they
because it
used to do
doesn't
that.
work over
To
there,
be
man.
fair,
Yeah.
to be fair, they used to do that in the past in early proposals and stuff, and that's what led us
Oh
to
yeah
some
I
proposals
bet.
being, let's say, more debatable, and we had some proposals not go through. So
Like the queue.
no Q. Oh yeah, the Q. We also had Ithaca, I think. But
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, I remember Ithaca.
but the thing is that you are losing time that way. So
Yeah, wasting people's time. You could have just asked
you
earlier,
try,
right?
yeah, you
Yeah.
try to minimize that the risk, of getting features in there that people will not want. So that early feedback loop is good. Obviously, nothing is perfect.
Sure, but
There
it's
could
better
be more
than
better.
other
Yeah,
places. That's all. Because
and the
like
good
other
thing is
places,
that
they're like, they're
Mhm.
like, oh, if you don't like it, just leave.
Yeah.
Like,
And the good
and
thing is that we
that's the
still
fork.
have kind of high participation in governance compared to other protocols. I don't know if you follow any, but even though our proposals most of the times are already, let's say, not agreed upon, but known to the public. And many times we don't have any serious objections, let's say. We know that, most probably they will pass. Even with that, which somebody could call it boring, we still see that we have high
Yep.
participation. We are reaching quorum, more than 50% of the network, voting and stuff. So that's a good sign, I think.
Yeah, I think it's something we can be proud of. I mean, that's how it works in real politics too. There's a reason. That's why they do polls, right? They use polls to check the, what people are thinking, and they use that feedback and they incorporate it, and then eventually, after 26 years, a bill will pass. But that's a different issue.
Is it relevant at that point? I'm just,
yeah, they're like, what was this again? I don't know.
I mean, we could get into $1,200 jackpot thresholds for the slot
There's
machines.
a happy medium somewhere between too fast and too slow, right? And I think we're straddling that line pretty well, because the proposals do go out every few months, right?
Well, how long was the old proposal period? Weren't we doing it every 6 months? We sped it up, haven't we? I mean, the total upgrade, not the proposal period itself. I'm saying the total upgrade process. It used to take 6 months, didn't it?
It used to take, like the process, the governance process itself would take 3.5 months in the past. That was reduced to 2.5 months now. But since we don't inject, new proposals immediately after the previous one ends, usually we will have 2 or 3 proposals per year being activated. So something like that, I think now.
Yeah, and the main thing is that by the time it passes, there's no surprises.
No, and it's current too. It's not something that we've been debating for years and now has no bearing on the current landscape.
Yeah. I'm here because this works better than real life.
It just works. I don't know how else to say it, man.
It just works, man.
Compare it to other networks, compare it to other systems. They all have their inherent systems that you can reliably assume that they will fail in that aspect. And we have kind of created something different here.
Yep, and investors need that stability, So
I guess if people ask you what's up with crypto and what's up with Tezos, you could tell them, well, in the landscape of crypto where everything's a scam and a rug pull, Tezos just works. And you can't find that kind of trust really anywhere in the space anymore.
Really, nowhere in the world, almost. Sometimes I feel that way.
Maybe. I think there's enough out there that makes systems work in a redundant ass world that we live in. But as far as these systems go, man, a lot of these were not created with people or the future in mind. This was built for the future, for legacy. This is for generations to use beyond us. This is we're laying down those roads that the Romans laid down that are still good and walkable to this day with their titanium infused concrete that they use salt water from. That's what we're laying down here.
And we are not biased, right?
I'm so biased it's not even funny. I'm not going to admit that.
It's okay to be biased as long as you admit it.
Yeah.
If it fits into my principles. I've compared Tezos to multiple companies out there, and trying to compare it to Apple's not right. It more better, and this is my opinion. It's more of a Nintendo. It stands on the same pillars that Nintendo exists on: ease, accessibility, and then that permanence of ownership. That whole thing. Nintendo was a collectible company before it was a video game company.
Oh, I've never seen that.
It's like 118 years old or something like that. But yeah, Nintendo's deep, and it goes a lot deeper than just providing a product or a service for the people. It's about creating a culture and an identity. When you think Nintendo, you think accessible, you think Mario, you think very specific things. And when you think PlayStation and Xbox, you get different vibes. You get the hypey pump and dump vibey almost. And it's funny how Nintendo's stuck by their guns. And I don't know, man. Tezos gives me that vibe as well. But I'm the gamer. I look at this stuff and try to justify all the time I spend in front of the screen. So you know how that goes. Well, don't be
Yeah.
shy. This is one of those shows that works best when the community takes it. If you got something brewing, a new idea, or even just want feedback, throw that hand up. We'll be willing to chat. We're just up here spitballing, talking about Tezos, how it makes us feel. I'm just going off. You don't have to listen to a word I'm
I
saying.
guess if there's anything else, we are about to push our donation page on Taya very soon. You can look at it preview.taya.art/donate. So we're trying to get ready for the Berlin show, right? Because I think there's going to be a lot of eyes on it, and the team has been working very hard on the curation. Like, there's hundreds and hundreds of messages. I can't even keep up anymore. But yeah, I think the showcase at Tezos Berlin is going to be pretty great for Taya. Yeah, probably. I mean, this is the most effort I've seen the team put in. So we had like 500 submissions, I believe.
Hey, I was told it was only going to be 200. What are you guys blowing out expectations like that for?
Only 200. I don't even know who
That's
said
pretty
that.
impressive, isn't it?
Yeah, and they had to find a way how to narrow it down, right, to the 50 or so that's going to be showcased. And yeah, that's where all our what's the word? Yeah, they're using all these like modern political, like we use ranked choice voting, and several rounds, and we asked the community, and you might not remember that poll that Stu put up. So yeah, it's one of its kind. Like, where else does this happen, right? Completely decentralized art curation.
And I
And
do see
yeah.
on that page that the Taya Fountain is being supported well enough in a way, right? Like there are many supporters for that, which is a great initiative, and it is
Yep.
really great to see that it's being supported.
Object is actually one of the biggest donors.
Yeah, but besides object, I see, for example, the Tezberry Pi is actually, has recurring small donations, probably from staking rewards or something. So
Yeah, Salawaki, even Wise donated.
yeah.
Right?
That's so great, man, to see.
So it's just giving people who donate some recognition, right, for their generosity. And
Yeah.
I think this is like the basics of what makes a nonprofit work. Like, hey, you gave us money, thank you. So it's very simple,
Yeah.
but it took a while for us to get there. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about.
Oh, you've put a lot of effort in that, man.
Yeah, well, because
It's no surprise.
I'm officially their biz dev person now, right? Like, we voted on
Mhm.
that too. So I'm trying to think of ways how to make Taya more self-sustaining, and then if we get a good amount of donations, we might be able to put on our own shows, like, and everything will be voted upon, of course. So it
Yeah,
really
with the
does
DAO.
belong. Yep, with the DAO, and we want. Yeah, so
So right now you have like two treasuries, not treasuries. We have one treasury and the fountain. Are those the
they're
two things
separate.
that
The fountain, yeah, the fountain is a initiative started by Scott,
yeah.
and who's on our team as well.
Mhm.
But it's been around a long time. I think after Versum, he was working on Versum, right, for a while, but
Yeah.
after that, he started this fountain initiative and kept it going for, like, it's got to be at least 3 or 4 years old at this point. So that if people don't know what the fountain is, it's basically a small grant that we give to artists to help with their minting fees. It's cheap on Tezos, but it's not free, right? So it's just a way to, like, help the artists out with their costs
Yeah.
and encourage. And yeah,
My
so
question was
yeah.
my question was that it's just those two things that people can donate to and support, right?
Yes, currently. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you want to use the preview page, you can get ahead of it, but we will push it to the main site eventually.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
looking good.
Yeah, so give us money, please. I'm the guy saying that artists don't want to talk about money, but I'm the guy.
Yeah.
Please.
Man, you've gotten better at saying that since the last time you said it. Because last time it was like, if you want to, kind of, if you feel like it,
I gotta
wanna...
get comfortable begging for money.
It's not begging; it's asking for what you're worth.
Okay. Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. I deserve it. We deserve it.
I mean, you provide
100%.
value. It's
Yeah,
okay to
yeah.
ask for compensation for said value. Now, to go around and pretending like you provide more value than you say you do, or to add demand more than your value is worth.
No, that's where it gets. That's why people get turned off, right? But we are not that. You know, we put in the work.
And we're not talking about like weird, like, oil painting on a ceramic tile that you threw together in 3 seconds and demand $5,000
You
for it.
want to buy some Ryan tokens? It's the next big thing.
Ryan token. Oh man, he's a failed Banana Republic. He's already doing the quantitative easing. He's printing his own token.
Oh yeah, but you love that stuff, don't you?
I do actually.
Crypto, bro. Oh man, I could like I could like thinking all these ways like because when we're fundraising for Tea Cafe as well, right? So I'm like, sometimes your mind goes to the dark places where like, well, I could tell people this, and like, oh, I could tell them that actually our app runs on AI and blah blah blah, and I'm like, I can't do it, man. I'm too honest.
Yeah, the art of bullshitting is not for everyone, right?
I can't do it. Even my former boss said like, oh, I'm allergic to bullshit.
Yeah,
he noticed that. So,
but it really is good framing because it's all bullshit if you want to get technical.
Yeah, but you want the bullshit to be deeper, right? Like, oh.
Or sometimes you don't at all. You just don't want the depth. You want that surface level scratch. Like, yeah, it's because I want more.
How can I apply this to my situation? I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So I don't know. It's just like lately I've just been like, no, we've done the work. I put in all the arguments that I can to see why this is important. Tia Cafe will work on all your infrastructure stuff that nobody wants to touch, but we will do it if you give us some money, and that's it. They're either gonna say yes or no. That's it. It's not it's not me anymore.
That helps too.
Yeah, it's not about me.
I mean, it is when you don't get the money, it'll be all about you, buddy.
Well, that's what it's. Well, anyway, I'm not there. I'll cross that bridge when it comes.
No, okay? I think you'll be fine, man. I think we'll just we'll talk. How's that sound? You want to talk? We'll develop some posture and we'll get you going.
Well, it's just but the attitude is just like, okay, here it is, yes or no, and that's it.
Right. But when you believe in something, it's easy to take that approach too.
Yeah. Because I'm gonna do it anyway, regardless, right? So.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. I'm not seeking validation in this moment anymore. I've already validated. I'm beyond that. Which is a tough position to take as a founder. I mean, you're a founder, and a lot of people don't understand that. Like everybody, and your mom is going to be a critic on your idea because they don't want to see you fail, not because your idea is bad.
Yeah.
They don't want to see you flounder. They don't want to see the pain that comes along with chasing something. Like you said, building it from the ground up is terrible, but that goes for all things, man. And realigning habits and everything, it hurts. It's not fun.
Well, it's a lot easier now than it was when I was doing, this stuff. I've always been an entrepreneur, but the thing that makes it easier is the fact that I can rely on the people here, the community, because like I was trying to imagine me trying to do this without the support of Taya, right? Like that would be a night. Like how would you even? It's impossible, right?
Well, so, then it's all about you at that point. It's no longer.
And that's the thing. That's an ego thing, right? So I had to kind of learn like, hey, there's something bigger than myself happening here, and I just need to figure out how to ride the wave, right, so to speak. rather than me trying to like erect this thing from nothing, right? Like, I don't know. But
We got to have those guys too. Don't think if you have those visions, you're weird. Like, we need those people too. That's just not Ryan.
That's I don't know. That's debatable, I guess.
I firmly believe we need the big builders. If we didn't have the Steve Jobs out there telling everybody how wrong they were in their paradigm and constantly just being looked at sideways.
Yeah, but even him, right? He wasn't operating in a vacuum, right? Like he had all these. Like he had his Steve Wozniak supporting him, right? If he wasn't able to convince him, nothing would have happened.
That's very true.
So it's more complicated than like I don't really buy into that whole founder emerging out of nothing.
I don't think there's ever been a founder that emerged out of nothing. It's either out of a heap of debt or some generational wealth that was passed down, but it's not out of nothing.
Yeah. So you have to just recognize that, right? Like we're all standing on the shoulders of giants, so to speak.
And if we want to get taller, right?
Right.
Otherwise, we become the giants everybody stands on.
Yeah, but even those people, if you go, I don't know.
Well, you get lost underneath the people that are coming up. It's the mindset of a champion, right? You're not thinking about winning all the time. You're thinking about that guy that's going to come along and knock you off your throne one day. Sorry, that's the truth of a champion. You get your time in the sun, and then somebody younger, faster, stronger, and smarter is going to come along and dethrone you eventually, because that's what a champion does. It's a tough life, man. I think even like movie stars have that issue. What was it? Bruce Willis was telling Samuel L. Jackson that he needed to have a main character that he could fall back on forever, so that if he ever did a bad movie, he could always just be like, "Well, I'm that guy." Because Bruce Willis has John McClane from Die Hard, Stallone has Rocky, like those kind of characters.
Yeah, it's interesting how like creatives often get stuck in their brand, and I don't know. There's like different types of, even in influencers, right? They like, some people do a lot of different things and they're really good at it, but some people have that one thing that they're known for and people call them for that, right? It's, I don't know, there's nothing wrong with either, but for me, I'm that guy that does that one thing. I know that about myself at this point. So I do a lot of different things, but it's always in service of, I've been telling people, like, even when I play piano, I play one song. That's it. You're going to get my minimalist improv for between 5 and 15 minutes.
Is it one continuous song that you just take breaks in between?
Pretty much. Yeah. Like, I think I told this story before, but there was a point in my life where, I was really like improvising and jamming out a lot. And then I was doing it so much that like I kind of lost track of where the performance started and ended. So life is just one big improv for me now. I can't tell the difference. Are we performing right now? Am I talking to you, or am I talking to you as a person or as a performer? I don't know.
Well, how big is your mask, sir? And how much dancing for the public do you do?
Do I have a mask? I don't know.
I think we all do. I don't know that we can be authentically ourselves in public. If we were, we would scare some people.
Yeah, no, actually, I don't know, but either way, it's very blurry.
Let's just say you get a reserved version, right? In public, it's not the.
I guess if you have to earn my trust first, if I want to talk about private stuff, or
I don't want to know about your bowel movements, that sort of thing.
Okay, good to know. I'll write that down. No.
He wrote it down, Kryptonio. Do you see this? He's so studious.
Do not talk to blanks about bowel movements.
I mean, unless it's funny, then we can talk about it. But weird, awkward conversations.
Man, you're making this so complicated.
Yep. Exactly. Well, for anyone joining late, this is Tuesday Tezday, and we're in the middle of our community
Someone
call.
else come up, save me.
We've
Just keeping the conversation
heard
going.
from Ryan, and he was about to share about his bowel movements, but we're going to move on.
Don't
and
make me do it.
We've got time still for some more if you guys have anything you want to share today. I know there's a lot of heads down out there. The world is a rocky place, and we've all got a lot on our plates. But if you just want to come up and chat too, this is a great place for that.
Are you live streaming this?
Am I live streaming? You're live streaming. I don't live stream. You don't.
No, I'm not live streaming this.
You're not? Yes, I am live streaming.
But you are. So
yes.
You started doing that too, huh?
Well, I felt that we should have a record of it somewhere, so I started live streaming it to X and to YouTube as well.
Cool. Yeah.
So I have I have a vertical format over on YouTube streaming and a horizontal format as well. So if you want to watch
why not, right?
shorts.
Why not?
Well, get it accessible.
Did any one of you try this shield bridge for shielded transactions, private transactions? That new project?
I have not tried a shielded transaction since the last the pool back in the day, like 2-3 years ago. That was the last time I did a shielded transaction.
That was with AirGap, but now apparently there was another project announced, released by a community member, community builder. It's called shieldbridge.xyz, and you can go there, connect your wallet, and basically you can shield Tez and other tokens, including USDT and POL. You can theoretically do private transactions with them.
In encrypted transactions, is that what it is?
Yeah, I mean, it still requires more activity in that contract, to have better privacy. Because right now, if nobody uses it, it's possible to correlate.
Pretty obvious where it's going.
What goes in and what goes out, the amounts and stuff. So the more activity that it has, the more privacy you get. But
now, are transactions
nice
inside
UI,
the pool? Are those things completely shielded? Like I could transact, like if we both establish something inside, I can transact between me and somebody else, and nobody knows.
Yeah. So
that
when you shield Tez, let's say, you shield it on a new address, which is like a public address. I don't know how you call it, like a shielded account. It starts with CZET. It's different from the TZ1 that we have, TZ2, and so on. So you basically shield Tez into your new address, which is inside the contract, and then if you transact between shielded addresses, this is not shown anywhere on an Explorer or anything. So basically, you could then move them out to another address. But if nobody else is using it, you would see the same amount going in, for one.
Pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's pretty interesting because you could have like private transactions if people use it, with tokens as well,
it's
not
necessary
just
for some things. Yeah. Why? What have you been doing, Crypto Neo? Why do you need this?
We need, unfortunately, a layer of privacy for transactions. We need a place where I can make a contract with an individual and pay them a different amount than I pay somebody else, and that doesn't need to be public information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's like the instance where when you get into hiring practices of businesses, there's a reason why nobody talks about their wages, because they're all hired at different wages.
Yeah, and you need like selective privacy, like not by default, but selective privacy. Let's say if you're a bank or if you're in a financial institution and you want to build something on chain, obviously you don't want all your balances being, all your transactions being shown everywhere, and you don't want your users' balances to be public as well, right? So
right,
it could be used there, and this implementation also has viewing keys, I think they are called, where, for example, you could have a viewing key and selectively reveal the transactions to an auditor or to somebody that you want to, stay within the regulations and so on. So I think it's a good implementation for cases like that. But
it's necessary. Yeah.
Yeah, and I like the UI that they made. It's much better than
what was it called again?
Shieldbridge.xyz.
Shield bridge.
Is there a post we could pin or anything?
Let me see.
Mr. Man of the Hour, who makes the magic things appear at the top of my feed. Thank you.
Shielded assets. Interesting that there's the poll token. Huh.
It shows you the kind of people who find out about this
Yeah.
stuff and get involved with it right away.
I know, like out of all the things out there, it's poll.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's
Oh, there we go.
that is a deep. If we want to go into it real quick, if you're not aware, this guy up here took this picture. This guy next to me, Mr. Yang Tanaka. No, I'm kidding. Ryan Tanaka here.
Wasn't my pick, but I was.
Well,
there.
he was in the pick.
I'm in.
He was in the pick. He made the pick. That's what I mean. He was in there, and there's a picture of him next to the legendary Tezos art pillar, located in a. Was that a hotel lobby?
Yep. Good times.
Now, we, as always, make the best of it. Clearly, it's not a socks moment on the steps, but it definitely was one of those moments, and it empowered a lot of people to get kind of behind it and say, you know, it's fine. We're going to grow beyond this. I had to giggle, though.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
You are part of the meme, sir. So, yes,
am.
I do find it kind of nice that Pole is over there shielded as well.
Yeah, this is very interesting, actually. Yeah, and the UI is pretty nice. Oh, check it out.
Do you ever get called R Yang?
I did a few times. Like, this is completely not related to crypto.
No, but just like, you know, it says R Yang Ta. That's what it looks like.
Yeah. Sometimes it, the
It's never occurred to me that it could be pronounced that way until you just said it, Blanks.
You know,
R Yang Ta.
They
Yang.
I'm Asian, right? R Yang.
R Yang. Or you could be Ryan Grand Theft Auto.
Ryan GTA, yeah.
We have Mr. Grand Theft Auto himself up on stage. Ryan, how are you?
Good. I haven't played that game in a while. But
are you going to buy 6 when it ever comes out?
Yeah, in 2037.
2035, I think.
Yeah, it's a running joke, right? Like, it's never going to come out. Wait. The current one is... The latest one is still 5, huh?
Yeah, they've they've sat on top of GTA Online and its microtransactions for over a decade.
The online one, yeah, okay. It's the online thing that killed it.
They never it made too much money for them to ever want to innovate and move beyond it.
Yeah, I remember playing 5, but that was like a long time ago. Man.
4 was better than 5, sadly.
Which one was 4?
4 was Nico Bellic.
What city?
Liberty City.
Okay. I played the LA one. I thought I was living at LA at the time, so I was like, wow, this is actually pretty good. Like pretty good representation of the map making in that is just mind-boggling. Like how much
there are hundreds of thousands of photos. There's tens of thousands of hours of footage on site at all these locations. They went ahead and they picked like meaningful spots that have urban like lore and legends.
Yeah. No, that was.
But you know, that's the kind of detail and care it takes to make something like that. And I mean, I'm pretty proud to be here because I feel like that's what we do.
Yeah, I never even really played the game. I was just on the car driving around, like
staring at the oil sheen on the water, going, "Wow, why would you even bother programming this in?" Well, I guess we're at a point now where development for video games it's so full of bureaucracy, and the technology is so good that I mean, if you want to create something of that level, it's going to cost you multiple billions of dollars in over a decade. At least that's what they're proving.
Yeah, I'm more of an indie game guy. I like,
I like the smaller studios. There's this one studio that I've been following. It's called Distinct Possibility Studios. I don't know if you heard about them. So they're producing this game. It's called Reaper Actual.
Oh, I didn't even know their company name. Okay. Yeah,
it's headed by a guy named John Smedley. You know, the guy behind H1Z1, EverQuest.
Yes, I've
Planet
heard
Side
about that
2.
Guy. I was on his live stream as well when it first launched.
Smed's cool.
I have one of those accounts.
What are those accounts? What does that mean?
I bought the bundle when it
The
came out.
bundles.
Are you a Foundation Alpha? Are you a Foundation Alpha member?
I think so. Yeah.
Did you get the Stygian pack?
That's the most
Stygian
expensive
Oath
one.
pack?
Probably.
The one that came with a warehouse and a bunker and 3 extra Reapers?
Yeah, that's the one. So when is the server going to go up?
What do you mean when is the server's been up since the alpha started?
No. Someone talked about starting a Tezos server.
Oh, okay. So in the end, when this game goes full production, when this thing is full on. So have you ever played a game like Ark or Minecraft where you can buy servers, you can rent them from the people, and you can run your own version of the game there and have private people that only go into your server? Well, there's talk of making one of those once this goes into full production, which would just be Tezos people.
Okay. Yeah,
it would be a private server.
It needs honestly, it needs a little bit of work, but
it's an alpha.
I know. I wasn't expecting.
We're not supposed to even be playing this. This is not something that normal people ever usually get their eyes on. The stuff that you're seeing in game, for the most part, it feels really good. But I mean, knowing it's an alpha, it's funny because
they just need more content, But that's coming, I know. So it could.
This is more a proof of concept, like an MVP.
Okay, so it'll happen some months, maybe.
It'll happen. It's it's coming.
I know.
They're actively improving it on a daily basis. They're constantly taking player input. There's a few of us that play on a regular basis, so it's an experience that if you're looking for a full-fledged AAA, ready to go battle royale extraction shooter survival MMO, you're going to be really disappointed because that's not this at all right now. But I can see from the framework they're developing, from what's started.
I see the potential, though. Yeah.
Oh, the sky's the limit for this. It's not one of those games where it's like, man, if only. I mean, there are key things that players are going to want, but that's standard across the board, and they know it. But as far as I mean, this one, there are optimization issues. There's always going to be that issue. There's texture issues. There's issues with the code. There's AI issues.
But
we can go into details if you want, but the truth is, for what it is, man, I'm very impressed, very happy. I'm so glad that I get to be part of this thing. Wise, welcome to the stage. I noticed you snuck up. Hello.
Hey, fellas, and everyone in between. Hope you're well.
Oh, I hope you're well.
Yeah, just drinking coffee. It's a lovely morning here. Freezing a little bit, but we'll get better throughout the day.
Do you put Baileys in your coffee?
No, God, no.
Baileys and coffee will get you through the day, I'm telling you. You just drink one of those every couple of hours. Your day will be great.
Not for me, considering I'm a lightweight and...
Yeah, that's perfect. That's exactly
that can be changed. That can be changed.
Baileys is lightweight.
Okay,
I'll
take your word for it.
You don't have to.
I'm guessing you took a couple of sips before you started the space. It's all good.
No. I traditionally try not to consume alcohol before I broadcast. But when I'm in Vegas, I will get my Baileys and coffee basically everywhere I go and all day, the whole time. It's the best way to go.
You know what? I'll take your word for it, and I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Like, did you ever hear about our Rockstar 21s over here? The Four Locos. Did you ever hear about those energy drinks and malt liquor combined?
What?
Oh, I think I've heard of like the one with the crazy art, right? It's I think it's like light, like baby blue with some interesting art on top of it.
All I can tell you is I would drink one of those and I'd feel like I was having a heart attack and I was going to pass out at the same time.
That's what it sounds like, man.
It was not fun, and that was pretty much why I don't do Baileys and coffee before show. But I mean, maybe next time. Maybe we'll do it for the 4th. You want to do it for the 4th?
Still gonna be coffee because it's still gonna be like 7 a.m.
Oh, that's a perfect time to put in the Baileys.
Jesus.
I mean, it's 5
You
o'clock
okay, man?
somewhere.
You don't want to be a lightweight forever. If you drink enough, you will become
No.
stronger.
No. Absolutely not. Me, I'm
Just
like
continue to
Bulk up.
poison the frontal cortex. It's fine.
I'm okay with that, but not alcohol though. Like maybe every once in a while. Sake is probably okay. I mean, Stroke's can attest to that. But other than that,
Man,
no
I don't
thank you.
remember the
Or
last time I
wine.
drank. I think the last time I drank was at Findo's house, and that was a while ago.
I mean, what is there something wrong with doing mimosas at 7 in the morning? I don't think so.
Right. I think I want to have a conversation about that at some other point, but in the meanwhile.
Well, keep in mind too, this is I have a background of a decade and a half of basically growing up in casinos, so I have a very different view of all these things.
I'm not like a casino customer, man. Like, wrong person.
No,
Absolutely
I'm
wrong
not
person to
either.
talk
I'm
to.
not your traditional casino customer, but I can identify with a lot of their values.
Okay. So Bailey's,
welcome to
mimosa.
Tezos community call.
See, I'm a bit old fashioned a little bit, you know, beer here and there, wine, sure. Only wine can't stand with red, and sake now because I think it's a lot smoother.
My brother got me into
And soju.
whiskey. It's nice because it gives you less of a hangover.
See, I think that's performative. And I can talk about this for ages, especially whiskey and men, like combined together. Like I've had whiskey, I've tried it. Yes, I've even had the cheap whiskey, right? The Jameson ones, absolutely.
Yeah, you need a little better
And taste
quality.
fucking disgusting.
Yeah, because
the better the whiskey, the worse it tastes. I have a friend who's a bartender, and he's like, "You have to try this one, man. This Scotch that's been aged, it just tastes like fucking nail polish. Like it's with
gasoline.
you.
It is gasoline.
I am completely with you. It's like peaty and just disgusting. It just tastes like smoke and gas. It's like,
were you
what
drinking Lafrag? What were you drinking?
Yeah, what were you drinking?
Because I mean, Lafrag is like super peaty. Like they
go,
brand themselves on peat. You know, they're like, if you want to taste,
just know I'm with you, Wise. I'm with you on
straight
this.
bog, drink our whiskey.
No one's gonna think you're tough because you're drinking gasoline. I'm thinking like there's some other problem happening. Like what is going on?
It's not a
like,
toughness thing.
I don't know. Maybe you've been watching too many spaghetti
disgusting.
westerns.
I would recommend if you want to try a good one at a decent price. There's one called Toki by Suntory.
We don't want to try one. See, I have it right here. I got this at my friend's wedding. It's Glendronach Portwood Highland Single Malt.
This is college again. Drink. I'm pressuring you to drink
since
more alcohol.
1826. Yeah, it just tastes like fucking gas. Like it's a great bottle of just.
Okay, wait.
And you know how I can tell? You know how I can tell is because like when you take a sip, there's always like a little subtle wince. And it's like, I'm enjoying. It's like, I want to spit it out, but I can't. Like, shut
yeah,
the
this
fuck
is
up
my
with that
favorite
shit.
thing.
I don't think people enjoy drinking as much as we do, to be fair. But good combo. We should probably move on.
Put it in a proposal.
We'll put it in the next proposal. What comes after T? S proposal. Drink more liquor. Okay, we'll just add that as a line in there.
Hash, what do you drink?
No whiskey. We'll vote on that.
What's your drink of choice, Hash?
And then that'll be the last alcohol question.
I think it's just because I'm Mexican, but tequila, like beer, wine, tequila.
Yeah.
Do you like a pale one, or do you like that darker oak colored one?
You drink tequila, but not whiskey? What?
Tequila, dude? You do not. Okay, yeah. Don't drink brown. No one drink brown tequila. That's just extra shit they put in it. If it's brown, that's just added. You need to drink clear tequila if you're drinking tequila.
I feel like I'm
just gonna say right now. But yeah, no, just beer, wine, tequila is my main go-to. I mean, I'll drink whatever if I'm out with friends and they offer a drink. I'm not crazy. I don't drink that much, but yeah, it's my choice.
Yeah.
Just curious.
The reason why I'm here, and the short segue to like the alcohol and whiskey conversation, which my theory is correct. I refuse to say it's not. Anyone is gonna debate me on it, they can do so. But just kind of want to mention about the support portal again. All right, here you go. Here's my shell of it all. So basically, a couple week and a half ago, the Object team, specifically the Object devs, introduced a support portal which kind of replaces the Discord that we have, and also the, my DMs and objects accounts DMs. So basically, if you have any like support questions, feature requests, general questions of any kind, I highly recommend that you just click on the support icon, fill in your ticket. It takes less than 24 hours for us to respond back. It's more convenient, more streamlined, and a lot easier as well for both you and us. So everything's all in one place. And yeah, and if you're not sure how to get there or like which icon to click on, just pretty much just click on my profile and it's the pinned tweet with screenshots and arrows as well. But yeah, that's the
So
support
I'm out
part of it.
of the loop, but the object has a support page now. Is that it? Support portal.
Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah. So we don't use the
Cool.
Discord anymore for like support technical questions. We just use the support system that we
Okay.
recently introduced. And in terms of like actually getting access to it, it's click on the support icon, which is on your profile as well as at the bottom of the page. Fill out the actual like form with your inquiry, with your profile, and all that stuff, and then just submit. And then you'll get a response back from us as soon as possible, which is typically like less than like 10 hours.
Oh, cool.
Even.
I'm looking at it now.
Yeah, it's just everything is in one place. It's just preference wise, and also like people
What's
being
with
getting scammed as well.
What's with the weird font on contact support?
What weird font?
It's just weird.
Okay, we'll discuss the weirdness some other time. Cool.
Just whatever.
All right. Again, feedback is always appreciated.
I mean, it's not
wherever
a
it is,
big deal,
and
okay, but it's just funny.
I wasn't really thinking it's a big deal, but clearly it is to you, Brian, and we'll get back to it when I can. And the other thing is that it's going to be an object space this week with Salaki. So it's going to be like an hour interview session kind of thing. So if you get time, highly recommend that you tune in. It's going to be chaotic, two crazy personalities clashing, but yeah. So hope to see some of you guys there too. And the other thing I kind of want to mention relating to the support aspect is that my DMs from till the 10th of November, after the 10th of November is going to be like, hey, you got technical question? Head to the support page. You got a technical question? Head to support. I'm going to be that fucking cunt, basically, because I really want you guys to use that. It's just easier for you, and I promise you it's easy for me too, because if there's like a technical question and I don't look at it in time, one of the other devs will be able to respond. So nothing personal. You got an inquiry?
No, it's a good
send it back.
good thing.
Yeah. I'll respond.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, I will. But if it's like too deep, I'm like, fill out the form. I'm gonna be that person. So
Yeah, it'll help cut down on the chaos, I would imagine.
yeah, because like it's scattered.
Yeah.
Like ever since it's been introduced, right? Luckily people are using it now, which is great. And I don't have to like shill it as much or like push it as much. But I still do get the DMs. Or like the
Yeah, because you have been like asking people to do that for a while.
I'm good. Yeah, I'm like that person for the past like week or so. I'm like, it's there for a reason. Just use it. And also like so my nighttime is their daytime and their daytime is my nighttime. So you get like the best of both worlds. Yeah. And that's about it. Oh, and sign up for the newsletter if you want to stay updated with drops and everything. So object related. Yeah. All right. That's enough of me shilling objects. That's Jones.
Well, thank you, Wise. Appreciate you taking the time to do that. Hash, I saw your hand.
Yeah, I just have a very take it or leave it. If it's support portal, we could just call it the supportal. Just just an idea, just throwing it out there. No
He's not right.
I wish I had a good badum-tiz. You know what I mean?
What do you even say to that? I don't know.
I think a clown horn would have been good. You know,
You've got like a
Oh,
soundboard on
don't
your
you have that?
I'm not
What?
going to do it. I don't have any good
Don't they?
soundboard.
Doesn't that come in built in?
Yeah, and they're terrible. I mean, like,
Oh
No.
yeah, they're bad, right? They're terrible.
that's too much.
Yeah. No, I'm good. He tried. He made every emoji sound the way it looks. That's for sure.
Wow,
That's
a lot of
stuff.
sound files.
Whoa. Did you just enter like the hallway of endless echoes? That was wild.
Yeah,
Whoa.
you're in a pipe now.
Oh, she got that voice changer going.
Oh shit!
There's
Really? Damn. Let me unclick it.
Unclick. Sounds like you're at the bottom of a well with no water.
Yeah, it sounds.
No, I don't.
Wow. I think we forever
Okay.
lost Wise to the hole. Oh, are you back?
Am I back?
That sounds better.
Not
It
entirely
sounds
sure.
like you're in you're coming from a radio, like a walkie-talkie or something.
Yeah. I'm not even. Okay,
Okay, now
I
you sound
unclicked
normal.
it. Okay, I'm normal now. Woo! Yay! All right.
Is that your phone?
Huh?
Like, what's doing that?
Well,
What's making?
the mount?
No, like how did you change your voice
Oh,
There's
just your
a
phone.
voice changer.
There's a voice changer.
in Twitter?
And
What?
Spaces.
Oh, yeah.
It's only on iOS, I think, though.
Oh,
You might have to have one of those super fancy iPhones.
Oh, I don't have one.
Hang on.
no.
You're an Android user, Ryan?
Yes.
That makes so
But
much fucking sense.
I'm on the computer right now, so
That makes so much
even
sense.
less things.
You can always
that
identify
page-
one of you.
That
I can't
page on
even
Android
see the
users, what
pin
the hell?
tweets. Like that's how bad the desktop is. I can't even. It won't let me scroll through the pin tweets.
Desktop has
Your
its
phone?
issues.
Yeah, because it just doesn't work. You know, there's no reason why it should be. Like,
Another example of why Tezos is so great because it just works.
It just works.
See, I'm telling you, man, I think we're missing something huge here with Tezos that like a lot of people are just missing the point. Like you can tell me how great your chain is, but does it work all the time? Does it do what it's supposed to? No.
Exactly. Yeah.
See, it is this kind of thinking that's fucking dangerous.
Is it though?
It really is. It really is.
Well, that's.
I love you,
we'll
Tezos Moon Boys,
see.
like I really do. But holy shit. Holy shit.
I think if we were talking about the power company or the water company, at least around where I live, because they just work too. They don't go out. Like, I mean, it's boring. It's not fun. I'm not going to be like a power moon boy though. But man, it just works. It's kind of nice. Nothing else does if it doesn't. And I think people miss that point.
Consistency. It's consistent. And that's a good thing.
Reliability, trust, and consistency are things that I'm talking about here. I'm not talking about it's going to like fix world hunger. It's not going to, we're not going that direction, but it's not glamorous. It's not sexy, you know?
It really
It's
is.
Tezos. It's supposed to be like hella sexy. What are you talking about?
I mean, if you're down with like reliability, trust, and
that's not sexy at
that's
all.
super sexy.
I don't know what you're talking about. Those things sound like super sexy to me. A reliable person, heck yeah. Consistent, heck yeah. Depending on what kind of consistency. But like that tenacity, yes. Absolutely.
Yep. Well, that's what we got going for us.
Just change the logo. Change the logo, please.
Oh, to what? Oh,
I
want
got
to hear
anything
this.
but that.
Oh, I thought
anything
you had an
but
idea.
that.
Like a cute koala bear or something.
What would Tezos?
I don't think you guys are ready for that. It's too extreme.
What's the most reliable animal?
Reliable animal? Horse.
Horse. Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Like a really, really big, huge war horse, like the ones that used to bite the knights, and only one guy could ride it in the whole town.
That's too sexy. We need a workhorse.
No, like okay, I'm just gonna skip that. But horses, they're reliable, they're consistent. And it doesn't even matter like how you treat them, which is a real fucking shame. They're still gonna run as they should be.
Wow,
But
that got dark really quick.
no, I mean like
Hey,
Animal Farm. Like we've all read Animal Farm at one point in our lives, right?
little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Animal
These are
Farm.
not most reliable because horses will work themselves to death.
Yes.
Donkeys, people say they're too stubborn. Donkeys are actually smart and they refuse to work themselves to death, so that's why they stop. So it should be a donkey.
I don't know.
I don't know if I want to be an ass multiple
See,
ways.
no one's ready for the truth. Everyone wants the truth until you give it to them, and they're like, "Oh, that's not as sexy as I thought," and then they walk away.
Yeah, but we're not horses. We'll push ourselves to exhaustion and collapse, and then keep going. Like
and that's the problem. We need to be like donkeys.
I don't know, man. I don't want a donkey on my back when he gets tired and it's time to defend a home. I want a horse that'll defend my back. I don't know. That's me personally.
Because they're bigger?
No,
Like, is
just
that
because
why?
I'll fight to the death. I want the guy on my back to fight to the death. I don't want him
Do
to
you
quit
want to
when he's
give
gonna
your
die.
money? Would you bet on a donkey versus a horse? That's the question.
I bet on the horse.
Yeah, but that's normal.
Says more about you guys than it does about the animals.
But
I'll tell
then
you that.
you lose all your money.
No, I'm with you. I'm tracking on that one, hash 100. But I'm just saying.
No, I know. I just wanted to defend the donkey, the noble donkey that always gets left out of the
They are
good.
freaking majestic creatures that do not ever clown on a
You guys
donkey.
literally you guys just went on a whole tirade about the best thing about it is that it's reliable and that's dependable and it's there and it's sustainable. And I'm like, yeah, here's a sustainable animal that works really hard and is reliable. It might not be sexy. And you guys are like, no, that's not Tezos at all. And it's like,
Nope, it's not.
Kind of brought in like the donkey compensation. I'm talking about we're talking about reliability, and then it's
The
mostly
donkeys
horses, right?
Donkeys are
And you
reliable
just said that donkeys don't like working unless they have to, or something like that.
No. What I said is that they won't work themselves to exhaustion, which is literally killing themselves. With like horses, they will work themselves to death, which may sound great to you guys, but I think we all know isn't very sustainable. Versus a donkey will stop working because it's like,
as an owner, it is your responsibility not to push your animals that far. That's the owner's responsibility to say because the animal is
cool
capable.
when you have like a engine that says low oil, like you have something that has a built-in safeguard. It's almost like a blockchain with built-in safeguards that work automatically, and it's a trustless system.
Yeah, but it'll keep going even if it doesn't want to. That's the crazy part.
That's what makes it a horse.
All right. You guys got your points. I don't think it translates as well, but I think I can make it my point. I'm good.
I don't even know what we're talking about anymore.
Perfectly. That's the thing.
But yes, I agree with everyone.
Oh my god, that's it.
Oh, looks like R Yang just went to Sui.
Oh yeah, Sui. I don't even know anything about that place.
But you agree with everyone, and everyone's right.
Everyone, yeah, I agree with there. It's
I love
political season.
He's such a peacemaker. I'm such a rabble rouser. This is because I worked behind a table for years dealing blackjack, and it was sort of my job to pull people out of their current moment and jab them while I jab them. So I apologize.
What does a jab entail?
So you're sitting down. Remember, Wise, you're not a casino person. So you're sitting down and you're playing blackjack, and you have, let's say, a moderate amount of money in front of you, however much that may be. For some people, it's $1,000. For some people, it's $20. But somewhere in there, there's a comfort level. And let's say you've lost 5 times that comfort level in the last 30 minutes. As a dealer, I mean, ultimately, it's my job to make sure that you don't kill me, because it's going to be my fault, even though I'm just a monkey pulling a lever. Secondly, I have to make sure that you don't, make some bad decisions yourself. Third, I can't not let you play. I can't dissuade you from playing. In fact, it's my job to try to get you to play as much as possible. Right. And so if I throw in a non sequitur, if I jab you with something that you're sensitive with, and we start a conversation, get your mind off of it for a moment.
Oh, that's what a jab is.
That's what a jab is.
Okay. Oof.
It's a rough world out there.
That sounds tough. Yeah.
Now, take that as a position from not as a dealer, somebody who's stuck at the table and dealing to these people, but take it as a pit boss or say a pit clerk, somebody who's running the books, watching people bet. They're not in charge of anything, but they have to call the rules on a lot of it. It's interesting. And so, yeah, jabs, we live off of jabs. Sorry.
I would just look the person in the eye and just tell them to walk away.
You can't
I would
do
lose my
that
job
as an
that day.
employee.
Absolutely.
You can't do that.
Oops, I would, you know.
I mean, you
No,
can
just
walk
walk
up and hand
away.
them the card and say, "I think you might have a problem," but that's all you can say.
You can't stop them, right? You
I
have
can't
to do
say
your job.
no.
Well,
I
like
can't.
spray them with water. Like, get
Oh,
out of
see,
here.
and that would be the most fun place in the world to like work at if you could spray your customers with water, but they would punch you. Like, I'm not even joking.
That's why you have the security guard behind you. Look, I've got all.
Oh,
drinks, it's all
and then
good.
here's another
But
misconception too. Security guard is not there to protect the people or it's there to protect the assets from the employees and the customers. That's what security is there for. Security for the
and that's why you start tearing out
property.
cards. You start tearing out cards. You start flipping tables. It's like, hey,
Oh, you'll get away with
assets.
one or two tables. I've seen it. I've handled it. We've escorted people out off their feet. It's happened. It doesn't leave a lasting impression, and you don't look better for it, even to strangers. Just saying.
Crazy. That's why you have an edge, you know.
Do they
And
have
that's a theory.
casinos where you live?
Yeah. So
Okay.
like specifically in Australia, right? There's the gambling culture it's a thing. It's a really big thing.
It's a huge thing down there, if I
It's a
understand correctly.
huge thing. Yeah, it's a huge
Okay.
thing. There's even ads, like I'm talking on a daily basis. There's probably like 20, 15 ads. Don't gamble.
Did they
please
try to, like in the States, they often have the casinos off grid, kind of like
No,
away
we
from the
have
city.
one literally in the middle of the city. So
Oh, okay.
pretty much
Some
where
of the
the
biggest slot companies are out of Australia.
Yeah, so there is one called like Crown, and it's like in the CBD. I kid you not, it's sandwiched in between the exhibition building where it's just like mostly like arts and lectures, and 20 minutes from like the hospital. And it is like a really big, it's like a tourist attraction pretty much at this point.
It's a Vegas level casino.
It's so bad. It is so fucking bad. And the gambling rules are a little bit more relaxed compared to anywhere else. So you don't need to go offshore to anywhere. You can just gamble away whatever you want.
You guys have
There's
your own
pokies.
personal Macau.
It's like everything. But yeah, gambling rules are really relaxed here, which is a problem. But back to the conversation of Tezos. Can anyone just give me like an anonymous? What is Tezos X?
Ooh, can I try and then have Kryptonio do it? Okay, Tezos X is basically this, from what I understand. And I'm going to try to simplify this. Don't quote me on technicals because I'm not going to say it right. I'm not a technical guy. What Tezos X is a broader vision for Tezos as a whole, the whole network in general. And what Tezos X is basically meant to do is create an environment like think of like Windows, where you can run your programs on any PC in the world, doesn't matter whatever. So Tezos becomes a platform like that, using different rollups that are all secured by Tezos. It's not like something that's bolted on like a secondary third party that I promise it's all good. Everything's verifiable on chain. It's all contract driven. And so what you end up with is, instead of Etherlink as an L2, what you'll have is the L2, which is Tezos X, which can interoperably work with EVM, JavaScript, Michelson, and they all interact together on the same rollup. So it's upgrading the chain so that it's compatible with basically any way you would want to program, so that you could build whatever you want on chain.
Okay.
Yeah. I would say
Gotcha.
if it would help as an example, like you see how Ethereum right now has a bunch of L2s, right? It has Base, it has like Optimism, Arbitrum, and a bunch of other L2s. Although those are all EVM based, now imagine that each one is on a different programming language, let's say, and different virtual machine, which is more technical, but think about programming languages. And now imagine that they are all just one rollup, not 5, 6, 7, 8 different rollups, right? Which means that you can be using tools and wallets from one rollup to interact with the other rollup instantly without having to bridge your tokens around. And as a developer, you will not have to choose like if you have to build with JavaScript or if you have to build with Solidity for EVM, or if you have to build with Michelson or Python SmartPy here on Tezos. So the idea is that Tezos X in the end will have the first 3 runtimes will be Etherlink, Tezlink, which is basically like the Tezos L1 based on Michelson, and the other one will be Justice, which will be JavaScript based. And they will all be inside the same rollup. They will not be separate rollups. So the idea is that you, for example, have your Kukai wallet inside Tezlink, right? Because you want to use that wallet. That's what you're familiar with. You're not familiar with MetaMask or Rabi wallet or other EVM tools. So you can use your Kukai wallet or other Tezos-based wallets to interact also with the EVM side, with Etherlink. At the end, we will not have like separate, names, I think. It will all be just the canonical rollup, the Tezos X basically rollup. So you will be able to interact with everything inside that rollup, regardless of what tools you prefer to use. And that's the idea that you want to build something, you want to use something, you shouldn't, be forced to choose between different tools and between different infrastructure to do whatever you want to do. You can do it with what you are already familiar with, but still not have to find solutions like bridging and stuff like that to be able to interact. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah, it's basically kind of like a master key kind of thing where everything is sort of like included and it just opens up whatever protocol you're trying to use. Whether it's like, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, like for example, imagine now you want to interact with Apple Farm or with like a Hanji with whatever projects are on Etherlink, and you could do it with your Kukai wallet in Tezlink, right? Without having to get a new EVM wallet or address. And you could also build or extend all the applications that are on layer one into Tezlink because it's the same code. You can just redeploy it there, you don't have to build it from scratch. And then you would still be able to tap into the liquidity and everything that is being built on Etherlink right now. So that's kind of the idea.
Yeah, I'm
Gotcha.
looking forward to that when it gets implemented because yeah, we've been talking about with doing like a tracking system, right, with audio and music, and we need something like that to make it work with the chain currently, right?
Yeah. I still have no clue how they're gonna implement it, like on the tooling level, like how, the different addresses, the different stuff will work. I suppose they will
Yeah.
have a way under the hood to do everything. So the user doesn't, even realize that it's happening. But it's crazy if it's gonna be implemented like that so seamlessly, it's gonna be pretty important in
It
my
would be a
opinion,
big
pretty big.
deal because
Yeah.
we're looking to right now all of our app for Tia Cafe all runs on L1s, and
Mhm.
been talking to Joe about like, hey, if we need if like for example the foundation might support us for developing on Etherlink or one of the L2s, that might be a something interesting, right? And the I think the first thing we kind of need is just being able to track plays.
Yeah.
So even with like the video game, right with Reaper, like imagine if like someone can play a song on their car's radio or something, right? And then
Yeah.
and being able to track that every time it happens, like in a objective way. Yeah, I don't know. It's very pretty boring stuff, but the we're gonna do like the royalties and the copyright thing seriously for NFTs. We're gonna need stuff like that eventually, at least.
Yeah,
So
and the main thing here for me is that um, if you want, for example, to move your project to layer 2, because layer 2 is always faster, you don't have like we're talking about going to 6-second block times next upgrade here on layer 1, but that's still too slow compared to the layer 2 capabilities where you have sub-second
oh yeah, exactly.
latency. So let's say you want to move your project to the L2 because you have a game, you have an application that whatever reason it improves the user experience, and you
Yeah.
want more scalability. You want to be able to support even more users, because you want to have, I don't know, 1 million users, whatever. You shouldn't have to build it from scratch,
Yeah, I agree.
because right now, for example, we are seeing Etherlink getting so many projects, so much tooling, being integrated around the EVM runtime. So when Tezlink comes along, which will be like the Tezos based runtime for the canonical rollup, it will not be like side by side. It will not be like a different thing from Etherlink. It will be in the same rollup. They will both be the same rollup, but different runtimes. That's how they call it.
Different but connected.
They are in the same bubble, you know what I mean? In the same
Yeah.
circle, but they are different runtimes.
No, that's exactly what we need because a lot of the
Yeah.
artworks and the music especially is like not replaceable.
And
So
so once you do that and you extend your project to that runtime, you will also have access to everything that has been built on Etherlink. I mean, the liquidity and everything, So
okay.
that's the idea, that they will make it interoperable. So you will be able to interact with the smart contracts from Tezlink to interact with the smart contract on Etherlink and stuff like that.
Okay.
So that's the idea here.
Oh.
And then we have Justice, which is the third one that will come as well. And Justice is like another attempt to bring in even more developers, and mostly outside of the crypto space, because outside of the crypto bubble, most developers, Java is like the most used language, JavaScript, right? So
Yep.
you immediately open the doors to a bunch of other new developers that would like to experiment, let's say, with blockchain stuff and build stuff on chain, and they don't have to sit down and learn, Solidity to build it on EVM or whatever. But then again, it's not limited to just that. In the future, you might even add different runtimes, but you want them all to be in this same, under that same roof and interoperable. And this whole rollup will still be governed by the L1. Like the L1 is the base of everything. Without the L1, none of this would work.
Right.
And so then we start seeing the beginnings of a pay to access cloud service on so many different levels, as opposed to a weird subscription model that we've run into. This is like a usable model that developers can work in. Now, Wise, how much of that answered your question, and what else do you need to know?
I think it answered it pretty well. I'm not sure I understood everything, but as always, I'm gonna go back and like check out the material. If I understand the core concept, I think I can kind of flush out the rest. But yeah, it's it's okay. It's instead of me having to kind of like change the network and all that stuff, it's all kind of like in one go from what you've just sort of like mentioned. So it's fine. Um, Speaking of developers, does anyone use Trezor like as a cold wallet? No? Okay.
Not me. Yeah, I had a bunch of friends use it, yeah, but no, I never used it. I always
I
trust
only
Ah,
remember the story about that one wallet that Do Kim had. Anyway,
In order to use anything Tezos, you have to use like a third-party tool, which is called Brisket. Now, Brisket is a pain in the ass to use. It's been in beta for quite some time,
Wait,
and
brisket is still usable?
yeah, Brisket is still usable. I know. I'm surprised. But yeah.
Okay. I do remember
And
at some
then
point it wasn't working because I was looking at
yeah,
solution for someone with Trezor and it wasn't working. And then I think I had
I
Corey
think
contact the person, and I don't know what
yeah.
went on.
I think like they need to like upgrade something or like the API or something like that, or like the new TZK, something
Yeah.
along. Um, Now my question is, does anyone know the brisket dev? Anyone
No,
that's got like the juice
no.
on that part? Okay, gotcha.
I don't
Um,
think so because we were looking for him as well. I think in the past with Corey
okay.
when we wanted to find a solution to and get him fix it, we couldn't figure out who he was. But Corey, I remember made a new forked his repository to say so and made in a different instance that could kind of work for that user that wanted to use Trezor, and it was on a post on Reddit, so I would have to dig to find that. But yeah, we couldn't find the developer behind it, I think, back then.
Mm, the only option that's really there is just usually like to donate, which is like I'm like all for it. Yes, let's go. But like I just
I
need to get in touch with the dev. I'm like, hey, what's
Yeah,
up? I have this
I
thing that
don't
we need
even
to
know
look
if he would
into.
say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just kind of like goes, and I don't really want to buy a ledger considering their shady history and just the company as a whole. I'm not a fan of them, but yeah, otherwise I'm kind of like stuck because like I've got funds that are stuck and I'm trying to transfer NFTs and they're also stuck. So I sort of like really need to get in touch with
They
the
are
person.
in your Trezor device, right?
They are in they're in Brisket.
Look,
So it's a
yeah,
mess, man. Like it really is a
uh,
fucking mess. And I
Brisket is
really,
basically just a UI
yeah, I
for
know.
your Trezor
Yeah.
device, right? So
But
it's stored in your
I can't
device.
transfer things at all. Like I cannot transfer
Yeah,
anything, and that's a problem.
yeah, yeah.
But overall, it just makes the whole experience like shitty, especially with like Trezor. I'm not sure if like Ledger's got like an in-house app thing for it, like for Tezos anything. I think they did at one point. Trezor is just like, yeah, we've never had it. It's unlikely we're gonna have it in the future because they went back and forth in their Reddit page. Um, but there has to be some kind of whether it's like an upgrade or something like that, specifically for like Tezos users or future Tezos users, I should say. Um, and it really is.
Yeah,
And for me to say it's like a
I
real
never
pain,
really
that means like I'm
used that.
genuinely frustrated. Hmm?
I never really used those sorts of things personally.
You know, use cold wallets?
Uh, you're
It's a
talking
yes or
about
no.
you're like the physical device, right? That's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, not really. Like, I guess I don't trust it on a gut level because it can be compromised, right? So I'm very old fashioned with like paper and pencil and a security deposit box, you know. So
You just need you still get like the paper. It's just a cold wallet. It's a device and you write your seed
yeah,
phrase as normal. Even if
yeah,
the device is like stolen, as long as I don't have your
but
seed
it
phrase, you're
sounds
good.
like it's complicating a lot of things on your end, you know.
It's really not. It's
No.
like I've had no issues with everything else except Tezos.
Oh,
Um,
well,
yeah. So yeah.
that's
So
a
this is like a
different
Tezos space.
issue.
I'm kind of
Yeah.
yeah. So like everything else works as it should be. It's perfectly fine. I'm enjoying the experience. Heck, I would even buy the new wallet if I needed it. But
Mhm.
anything that's Tezos, specifically with Trezor, is just it is so painful. For me specifically, because again, you need to use like the Brisket app um to like receive and send. I can send things. That's not a problem. The issue is I can't transfer things. like if I send like one Tez from my normal wallet into like the Tez's address, I can't send that exact same one Tez back to my hot wallet. I can't send my NFTs back to my hot wallet. It's pretty much just like, and there's like no error message, no nothing, and it's been in beta for a really long time. I'm just unsure if the dev has like abandoned the project
I
or
think so, to be
is
honest.
just
I think so. I
yeah.
think that he has left it because even back then when we were looking at it, it was like a year ago. He didn't have
Yeah.
any recent comments. We couldn't like reach out to him or anything. I did find that link I was telling you about. I will
Okay.
DM it to you
Yeah.
to check if maybe it works through that link, because it was like a copy of the brisket platform, but with the fix included. So I will send it to you just to try it on.
A
And
fork?
yeah,
It's open source, so
yeah. So I will
yeah.
send that because I know who made it. Otherwise, I wouldn't send it to you like that.
Oh,
Like, is
Um,
that how you use like your Tezo stuff with Trezor, or is it just like a one-off kind of thing?
I think it should be able to let you use your Tesla stuff in general,
Okay.
as long as it is up.
Because like on the Trezor website, and I'm assuming like the person that the new app DApp is
Mhm.
like endorsed. They're still advertising brisket. Like on Trezor's website, they're still advertising
Yeah,
brisket. So if it's discontinued, then it might be best to just like say, hey, to Trezor, this thing is no longer in use. Do something else, or use also like
yeah,
another service.
I do remember them. At some point, also Trezor supported Tezos transfers and everything in there. Like they had that Trezor suite or something, their own applications.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
I think that it wasn't available for all the Trezor devices or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
okay.
think we got in you know, lower on the priority list.
I mean,
Um, might be that, or might be just because we were high on the priority list of Ledger, for example, which is the much more used wallet. But
Mhm.
I think it might be that there wasn't enough focus put into Trezor from the ecosystem side as well. But in any case, because this has come up in the past as well, I will bring it up again, to whoever
or
I
like
can.
even even ask
Yeah,
like tell like hey, fill out like an application grant, right?
yeah,
Or
yeah,
something. Or if you still want to continue the project, or if you don't, then at least maybe tell the Trezor people to like not advertise it. Or something like that, because it's gonna confuse new users. And when I went to like their support um like channel, right? People were reporting the exact same thing. Hey, brisket is not working. This is not being sent. Like my as is not being sent. This thing is stuck. And the automatic response is like, hey, reach out to the brisket dev, reach out to the brisket dev, or like they need to update
yeah,
something.
yeah,
So this just impacts the user experience and makes it like not even worthwhile considering if you're buying anything um, Tezos or Trezor if you are like a
yeah.
Tezos maxi.
And Trezor used to be
But
like much more popular in the past. Like back in 2020 or so, it was basically Ledger and Trezor were the two main, hardware wallets, the competing ones. Um, yeah, we need to look into that for sure. And
yeah, I look overall, I get that a majority of users tend to prefer Ledger, and that's great. But in my opinion, in my opinion, Trezor is a lot better. Not because it's sourced, act free, less crazy people. That too. Well, that's Ledger people. Trezor people are just better. Buy
well,
Trezor,
Wow. Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
yeah, I don't know. The
they
only
especially if you're
even
Trezor
buying.
marketing
they
that ever
even
hit me was that that guy who went to prison. That was the only mention of Trezor that ever made it across my headlines.
There is
why Trezor people are better even if they use Android.
I'm willing to forgive. I'm willing to forgive. I'm willing to forgive like Android users. I really am, and I know you are one, Ryan. So I will forgive you.
I'm one as
What
well.
is-
So yeah.
What's with this?
Don't.
I thought we were over this whole Apple versus whatever. I guess not, huh?
Look, no,
This
Hey.
is
it's
2025. Get with the times.
absolutely not.
Yeah, I'm
That
still
just
on a
makes it even
DS.
worse.
DS with
Yeah, one of the Nintendo DSs. That's what I use.
oh really? Wow.
No, I'm
Or
not
something.
using a DS.
Oh, so you're
But,
speaking from a DS right now. Nice.
Yeah. Because only diehards understand.
Mhm. Oh, do you remember the Windows Phone?
Windows Phone was the greatest thing ever made. They just screwed up by not creating an ecosystem. And I'll scream that till I die.
I believe you. I believe you. It's I don't see them around much anymore.
and does anyone also notice that specifically people that are using like MetaMask and objects that you can't use your MetaMask at all? You have to actually use like now Temple to do anything. I'm not sure if this is like a move from Temple or not, but ultimately it's a pain. So if you're a MetaMask user and you're having problems connecting to object, whether it's to buy, to mint, or whatever through TestNav, just get Temple and import your seed phrase and do what you need to do.
I didn't even know that was possible. Wow.
Yeah. It was, I think it was like marketed like a while back. It was really, yeah, I was spoken to like a few
Yeah, I didn't
people
know
that are
they did
using
that.
it.
Oh.
Yeah, it was really cool. It really was. It still is. I'm not saying it's like dead, but
Mhm.
I've kind of, this is like a new thing ish. So if you don't use MetaMask test app to do anything in object, just get Temple, import your seed phrase, and do what you need to do. And it should be as easy as streaming while doing it. Oh, and the default thing it being ETH instead of Tezos is also weird enough. There's all these things
Yeah, no, I noticed that too.
that kind of make no sense considering the ecosystem you're in, but just
Yeah,
sort of
well,
tweaking here and there. But as always, I'm pretty sure like these teams will be receptive to any feedback, and I highly recommend that you share it. I do not work for these companies. I'm just showcasing that it's also possible to improve. Here and
So
there.
you heard it first here. Wise represents these companies, and she has complete say and control, and so it's all her fault. She just admitted that live on air.
she is the most objective source of
It's not her
information.
fault, folks. It's not her fault.
It's all like
Yeah, that's basically it. That's the main point. It's not her fault. Yeah.
I just want to distance myself away from the craziness, but I'm happy to partake here and there.
Appreciate you, Wise.
Yeah, but it is weird that it's ETH instead of Tezos first. So that's the thing that kind of got me by surprise.
It is weird. No, I noticed that the first day. I was like, oh, what are we doing now? You know.
I do like the fact that it's got like a like ETH is in it though. I do, but it should be like number 2 or like number 3
I was like,
or
did they
something.
pay you the money to do that? You know, like I wasn't sure. But
I'm actually like using it more to like other websites,
what?
like with Project X and stuff like that.
Oh,
Yeah, it's just it connects. It's a breeze. It's pretty cool. I wouldn't be that safe with Kukai, partly because I can't, but
mm.
I do think in terms of like the interface and everything else, Temple is better as long as I get to hang on like the whole beacon issue thing, which is a problem for quite some time, but it's intermittent for the moment.
Yeah, I wish they would make the interface for staking a little clearer, you know, because right now it's just like hidden inside. Yeah, I feel anyway.
Kukai number 1, Temple number 2, depending on the day.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, all right, enough of me shilling all this stuff. I'm gonna go now because
Well, thank you,
get up
Wise,
and
once
get
again for sharing. You do bring up some great points, and it is important to hear these things. Pain points that are left unsaid. How are we supposed to fix them? How do we even know you have a rock in your shoe if you're not complaining? So, thank you. I don't know. I guess it was better than a thorn in your foot or a burr in your side, but yeah, rock in your shoe. Well, I mean, we're almost 2 hours into this madness. Is there anything else we're forgetting, Kryptonia? I mean, like, obviously there's tons we could talk about for another 3-4 hours, but I mean, do we want to put everyone through that?
I don't think so.
That's fair.
I think we covered everything, including alcohol preferences, and
That was the most illuminating
All right, well, let's do one last call for speakers. If there's something you've been working on, a shout out you want to make, or a thought you want to leave the room with, now's the time. We'll leave that out there for everyone. We'll give it 15, 20 seconds to marinate. I do want to thank Ryan, Hash Brown, Wise. Dude, thank you guys for coming up. It's been a fun combo today. Oh, yes, we got somebody.
Oh.
Go ahead, R Yang.
Wait, you're talking about me?
Yeah, your new nickname is R Yang Ta.
Oh yeah, actually I see it now. I see how if you know anyone with money and wants to give it to me, please let me know. I'm gonna be pitching ourselves as an open source startup for Thea Cafe in the near future, starting this week. So that's it.
Awesome. And Fendel, welcome to the stage, man. How are you?
Good. How are you, Blanks? Thanks for hosting and everything. It's a wonderful space.
Oh, thanks, man. I miss you, dude. It's been too long. June was so long ago.
My goodness, I know. Well, TezCon is July 11th. Mark your calendars.
Oh yeah, we have a date.
You heard it first here. Announcement. Everybody get your calendars out. Get it written down. Is this official announcement? Are you officially announcing?
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, you officially announce it again.
TezCon. This is a friendly reminder from your friends that TezCon is happening in Seattle. No, I appreciate you, Blanks. This is a great space, and yeah, I want to remind everybody to shill your friends stuff. It's easy to support other people, and it's also free. So free is for me.
Yes.
But I really appreciate you guys. What an incredible room, and I do see a hang out. What else do I have to tell you? I definitely want to have a longer space regarding the NBA and illegal gambling, and because I'm fascinated by it, and kind of the ramifications of other kind of verticals and other sports and betting, and every time I hear that, one of the things that they keep saying over and over again is how people are laundering money, and cryptocurrency is just like in that conversation. I'm like, oh
yeah,
dang.
Crypto is the worst place to launder money, and I'll tell you why. And I'll be honest with you. I mean, unless you're using certain coins, there are privacy coins out there that allow you to move without ever anybody knowing. But in general, an immutable ledger is a terrible way to cover your tracks.
Yeah, just use cash like everyone else. Yeah.
It's mind-blowing that you would think that there's no trail. Like, there's the biggest, longest digital trail associated with this stuff.
I mean, that argument has been around forever, since the beginning of time.
But it appeals to a weird fear that a lot of people have, and it makes sense because it's big and strange and awkward. It's bad.
Yeah.
We've had our opinions twisted by bad info.
That argument,
agreed.
That's been around since the beginning, since I got involved, and that was like over 10 years ago. It just doesn't seem to go away, even though it makes no sense,
Maybe just the name is like the crypt, and so people are just like, oh, that's dark, man, we ain't going there.
Cryptic. What are you hiding?
It's a financial world. It's not as complicated or difficult as we like to pretend it is. And so we convolute it. We create jargon. We like to make it seem much more difficult and inaccessible because if they really knew, they'd all be here.
Yeah, you're right. All that stuff's coming from the bank, so you know that because they don't want competition.
We're not going to go there. I don't like
Yeah.
to have that conversation, but you're right. Retro, you made it for the last moments. Welcome, welcome.
Hey, what's going on, Retro?
Hey, man.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Good to be here. Came to complain about Trezor.
Okay, perfect.
No, I'm joking. I use Ledger, and I'm an Android user.
Oh my gosh, you are like the anti-wise.
Blacklisted
right
already.
Blacklisted.
And Wise left, but fit, man.
She can feel it.
That's why Wise left.
I think she had a hiccup, as
I'll
you said.
I'll
and
clip the
whatever she
space
is,
and make
like-
sure I send that particular moment specifically to her. How's that sound?
Oh, that's great. You should totally do that.
But ever since I found out that Wise uses Trezor, we stopped talking. So
Yeah, that was 5 minutes ago.
I mean, that's 5 minutes though.
You're not lying.
that was 5 minutes ago. I'm not lying, man. But I did come to speak about something.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Go ahead, Retro. Go ahead.
So I'm not sure if any of you know, but Zero Unbound recently had a like guest collectors come on board. I think they're nearly done with their collections, but I just wanted to let everyone know about that. Zero Unbound's doing some great things at the moment, and also to say that I've got a new tool for artists, free tool for artists to use as well. So I'd like to talk a little bit about that.
Just go for it. You don't need our permission, man. Go ahead.
Okay. Firstly, Zero Unbound had Unknown Collector, Rob to the Moon, and Scooney come on board as guest collectors. Zero Unbound won the Tezos CRP. So after discussing with YesDem and Jams to Blues, for those of you who don't know, by the way, I manage the X account for Zero Unbound. And I spoke with Jams to Blues and YesDem, and they both agreed the best use of the funds would be to try and give back to the artists who are using it. And we thought the best way would be to bring some collectors on board and getting them to start using Zero Unbound, which, for those of you who don't know, is a place to collect fully on-chain art that's minted on Tezos. They have been collecting this week. I believe Unknown Collector just finished his run of collecting. I think Scooney's nearly finished, and I'm just waiting to hear back on Rob to the Moon, but we're going to hopefully do more things like this in the future. And hopefully, if Zero Unbound does win any more Tezos CRP awards, it'll be another great thing that we can do with that money. So make sure you vote for Tezos CRP for Zero Unbound. And the next thing is I created a tool which is really, it's for people who do mint on chain, but anyone can use it because it uses an SVG wrapper. And just the quickest way to explain is it's a tool if you like making GIFs, animated GIFs, and usually they're in a loop. You know, they'll start from the beginning and then they'll loop and then they'll go back to the beginning again. Well, I used Grok to help me code a tool that allows you to create an intro animation and then go into a loop. So just a quick way to explain that would be, imagine you have a GIF where a man is sitting and reading a newspaper and he just turns the pages and the loop goes, he turns the page and it loops back to the beginning, turns the page, loops back to the beginning.
I've been stuck on those for hours, not knowing it was a loop before.
Yeah, so it doesn't go anywhere, that's it. Whereas with the thing that I created, just out of necessity for something I was doing, you can now add in the man walks into the room, sits down in the chair, and then it goes into the loop of him turning the page. So for anyone who makes GIFs, who kind of knows that, they realize that that's, I think there might be some use for that in what they do. So you can kind of create an animation where it's not just a loop, there's something preceding it. And if you refresh the page, you'll see the intro animation again. If not, you'll just keep being stuck in the loop. And that tool is free. It's pinned to my channel. My channel, what's it called? My profile page.
My feed.
So go and check it out. Yeah,
It's your
Go
channel.
and check it out. Let me know how you get
It's
on.
always been your
It's
channel.
my channel. Yeah, it is. It's my TV channel. Is that what it's known as? A channel?
It is now.
Okay, let's roll that out. Let
Yeah,
everyone start
it's your
using
own
that word.
personal brand on your channel. Yeah, for sure. This is such a
So
dope
yeah, it's
program.
free to use.
Oh my God.
Let me know. Let me know how you get on with it, and just free to use. There's a link to my GitHub. You can access the code, mess with the code, do what you want with it, take it, build on it, whatever, or just use it. So yeah, just wanted to let you know that that's there.
That's badass. Retro, you're the man.
Cool.
No, you're the man.
I'm just a man, surrounded by a bunch of the men and the women's.
As long as you're using Ledger and Android.
I mean, can I emulate Android on my PC through BlueStacks? Because I mean, the Apple ecosystem in the United States is pretty unified. I mean, it's like 70-something% of people use Apple out here. You're kind of a rebel if you're using the Android. Outside of us,
Well, you know what's funny is I've got a Mac, so it's pretty hilarious.
Oh.
I'm Android user with a Mac.
Well, there are certain interactivities that you're missing out on, but I don't think you're missing much.
Yeah, my wife keeps airdropping photos for me to back up, and it's really annoying.
But it goes straight to your Mac, though, right?
It does. That's what it makes it so easy for her, and it's irritating. I think the ease of it is irritating.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, I just want to say big thanks to everyone who came up and shared today. These calls always remind us that no matter what's happening in the market or on the roadmap, it's the people here who keep things running. We got 19 upgrades in, 0 downtime. Tezos just keeps working because its users keep it alive. That reliability comes from participation, and every voice here is part of that proof. Now, if you like today's space, be sure to follow Tezos Commons so you don't miss the next one. We're here every Tuesday, same time, same place. Until then, stay curious, stay connected, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks for joining, folks.